Hello and welcome to Gingerman. I have dried off from my last adventure and now I'm in the village of Slamannan, just 6 or 7 miles south of Falkirk. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've never been to Slamannan. Well, don't worry, I'm here for you to show you around. It's a small village, but it's surrounded by stunning nature all around me. I've already had the drone up, so I'm already ahead of the game. I'm ready to get stuck in about it. Slamannan, show me what you got. Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Gingerman with a cam is here to make your day. Gingerman with a cam, would like to hear you say today.
There we go. I've arrived in Slamannan and I'm at a park. A nice park. It's cold today. It's gone from wet and mild to now dry and nippy. But I've got 3 layers on, so you won't have to see my stiff nips. Don't worry about that. Oh, aye. Well, the good thing is this park has a flying fox. And it's quiet, so I might have a shot on it. Tell you what, this is an important message to the people of Slamannan. You have yourself a really good flying fox here. I've tested a lot and that's up there with the best. Right, we're out in the streets now. I'll get out the phone and I'll have a wee look into the history of this area, see when it was formed, see what it's all about today. I'm assuming a lot of people here commute to Falkirk to work. That's the Slamannan Community Education Centre. Aye, got a wee garage and a petrol station. I like that the petrol's called Highland. Highland petrol, Highland fuel. The Ocals have Highland spring water and Slamannan has Highland fuel. So what I'm guessing is this road I'm walking along now with these townhouses, this is the OG Slamannan. So my guessing there's going to be a church around here, and at this point I shall unlock the past. But right now I'm none the wiser. I don't know nothing about here. I'm not even sure where's the best place to walk to right now. There's got to be something around here that you just don't notice from the everyday. Look at this, there's a wee war memorial where I think that's an Australian flag. Let's go and check it out. Let's cross this road safely. There we go. June 1917. Something happened in June 1917 in the First World War. Oh, this is a touch of class here though. There we go. Samuel Frickleton, a native of Slamannan, on the 7th of June 1917 at Messonnier Ridge, Belgium, while serving with the New Zealand Rifle Brigade, carried out 2 actions for which he was awarded the Victoria Cross, the British Commonwealth's highest decoration for bravery. And here he was born here. Samuel Franklin moved to New Zealand, that's why the New Zealand flag's there. Look at this, part of the plane, the propeller. Everywhere you look in this memorial garden, there's wee plaques, there's just little touches of gold. This is a really nice touch and a really fitting tribute to what I'm guessing is the main the main figurehead of this village, Samuel Frickleton. It says here, although slightly wounded, Lance Corporal Frickleton dashed forward at the head of his section, pushed into our barrage, and personally destroyed with bombs an enemy machine gun and its crew, which were causing heavy casualties. He then attacked the second gun, killing the whole crew of 12. By the destruction of these two guns, he undoubtedly saved his own and other units from very severe casualties, and his magnificent courage and gallantry ensured the capture of the objective. During the consolidation of his position, he received a severe second wound. The statue was unveiled 3rd of April 2010. Oh, there you go. I'd never have known about Samuel Frickleton if I hadn't visited Slamannan. What a legend, what a hero. I mean, let's be honest, war is a horrible thing, and it's horrible that he had to actually kill people as part of his heroic act. But in the same breath, it's like, but you have to, that's the position you're put in. You have to save the people around you from trying to be killed by them. Anyway, complicated business war. But Samuel Frickleton, he has been immortalised in the village of Slamannan. It's a bit busier than I thought. Nice wee town clock. I love a town clock. You know, never in my 36 years of life have I felt the world so close to some form of war and destruction. But these memorials play a huge role in reminding us of the life and the toll that it costs on everyone. It's not worth it. We need to find better solutions around the world, not just in our own communities, but across the world. We need to all work together. Anyway, that's my wee bit said. It's very, I guess, pertinent right now because I'm in Slamannan. The hero Slamannan's a war hero. There's these two memorials that are quite significant in this village, so it feels right to talk about it. Right, so this is Avon Bridge Road. So if you keep going up this road, you come to Avon Bridge, called Avon Bridge because the river Avon runs around this area. I'm not too sure if it comes through Slamannan. I'm going to have to whap the old phone out and find out some stuff. I think I'm actually heading out of Slamannan here. I'll walk up and see how far I can go. I think in my head I could probably walk around Slamannan in about an hour. It is so peaceful, like unbelievably peaceful. It's like I'm walking around, I'm out here on my own, I can hear the sheep and the birds, and yeah, it's quite settling to the mind just to be here. I like it. I was kind of hoping there's like a woodland walk right along here, because that would take me right back round into Slamannan. But right now it just looks like a sheep field, and I don't want to bother them sheep. Also, it's boggy, super boggy. So this road takes you all the way to Avon Bridge. It's just a road, so I'm not going to walk up that way. There's no path, and there's no path here, so I'm going to have to head back down the way I came. I eat cows, and the cows will still come and talk to me. I don't even eat sheep, and they run away from me. Hey, I'm back down here. I'll go this way. I'm on the hunt for a woodland trail of some sort. If there's no woodland walk around here, I'll be surprised. I'll be somewhat shocked even. That's where Fireman Sam works. There's a dead end. See, I felt like I should have been walking up into a romantic little church building up here. But it's all been turned into someone's house. That building up there says 1877. This is something that's old. It's no longer in the hands of the council and the Historic Scotland. Private ownership. Which is good and bad sometimes. I feel like there's a lot of forgotten history around here. That's the sense I'm getting. Forgotten history. Because there is snippets of this place having a real sense of history and identity. I just can't quite put my wee finger on it. There's definitely scattered all over the place. There's lots of historic looking buildings, like this one over here. And this seems to be the current active church. There's a bagpiper walking along here. Here we are. People watching. This is the Kirk Burn. Kirk Burn. This is the people watching. There you go. I'm working things out. Burn. Kirk. There's the Kirk. But I believe there's a whole bunch of people away to have someone buried, I think, with a bagpiper. So I don't think it's the time to be filming. I might go and pay my respects. There's the church parish hall across the road. I'm actually feeling a bit, the tingles down my back and a bit teary-eyed that someone's getting buried over there. It's almost like you can feel the wave of emotion that's happening just in that little space over there. The whole life has been buried and family and friends are around to say goodbye. I've never been to a burial before, only a cremation. And they're playing Auld Lang Syne as well, which I think is an emotive song. I get emotional at New Year. It's a sad time of year, I think. New Year. I'm not a big fan of New Year. I like the song Auld Lang Syne, but it stirs emotions. Yeah, it puts everything in life into perspective. You know, we are just here for a fleeting second, and then they bury you. So you really have to take advantage of it, enjoy it. Smile and be as positive as you can. There we go. That's another inspiring message from Slamannan. I think that's what these places do to you out that are quieter, more nature filled, is they do give you that time to reflect and think. It's quite nice walking along here and hearing the distant bagpipes, and then I find out the disappointment, it's just someone's driveway. Bloody hell, there's got to be a path somewhere. Well, it would appear that my woodland walk was short-lived. I think the story of Slamannan is surrounded by nature, but it's farmland nature. That's okay. We can try again. I'll keep walking round. Right, I'm back out in the streets of Slamannan, and whilst I'm here I just want to say thanks to my patron legends, who without I would be out here alone somewhat. I am alone, but I would feel more alone if it wasn't for my patron legends, so I just want to say thank you guys. These are heroes, legends, and I love you all. Thank you. If you want to be a patron legend, just click the link below. Anyway, here's a message from my sponsor, Bert's Garage in Rosyth. Cheers, Bert. Peace. There's just a football goals and a bunch of balls lying around. Must be a friendly, trustworthy place. Look at that. That's, at least I'm counting 7 balls there. 2 sets of goals. Right, we're back at the village clock. What a lovely village clock they've got. So there's the local express shop where you'll get your shopping without having to go all the way into Falkirk. There's the ocean, Chinese carry out. I want you to tell me a town or a village where there isn't a Chinese takeaway or a fish and chip shop, because they've got both. They've got Bruno's and they've got the ocean. Sorted. So what you'll see in Slamannan, quirky tractors on the road, because we're surrounded by farms, so this is the land of the farmer here. Right, I've got one more hope for a woodland walk, and it's along this way. Is this it here? Have I found Slamannan's woodland walk area? There's a nice wee burn running along. With a half bottle of tonic. I'm not having a pop at Falkirk Council, right, but I've visited a lot of councils, and Falkirk Council are probably the worst at displaying the local heritage of areas, so, you know, just saying, just letting you know. I mean, I've not visited every council area, so there's also that to take into mind, but you get the gist. It would appear we're trapped in by this burn to get to those woods. Typical. Someone built a tree swing over it, but that looks sketchy. You can see another tree swing. Well, attempted tree swings we'll call them. I bet a few folk have fallen in the burn here. If that was a tree swing, it's just a bag attached to the tree, or a tarpaulin. This is the local hangout spot, I think, where you just come and chill next to the burn. I've just chilled here next to this burn for half an hour and ate my crunchy and had a wee juice. And I thought to myself, you know what, you don't even need a full-on woodland walk here. You know, the houses are right there, but not a single person's gone past, not a single car's gone past. I can just hear the trickling of the water, so aye, you probably don't need a full-on walk around here. The whole place is just basically surrounded by nature. Plenty of sheep as well if you're into sheep. So I decided what my next big episode is going to be. I've decided it's going to be episode 320, John O'Groats, because I've never been there. I've not been to the furthest point north in Scotland. I've been at the highest point, now I need to go to the furthest. Well, actually, I don't think it is the furthest. It's the furthest northern point on mainland Britain. You've got the Isles and stuff up the north, so aye, that's my plan. Episode 320, probably be about early spring. Right, I think it's about time I whipped my phone out and done a little bit of reading. Slamannan. The name relates to the Gododin tribe, about whom little is known. The name possibly means hill face of Mannan. The church of Slamannan used to be named after St. Lawrence. I actually noticed the pub was called Lawrence. There is also a well which bears his name. It is recorded that in 1470 James II gave a charter to Lord Livingston for the lands of Slamannan. So there you go, it's been here a while. The area was once well known for steam coal, which worked at Long Rig End. Farming was also practised on about 40 farms in the parish. You don't need to tell me that. Several other old maps show Slamannan with various spellings. Okay, there we go. Gas lighting was set up in 1855, and then some more information about the population and notable residents. Of course, is Samuel Franklin, if it would open up. There we go. So it's kind of much like me walking around Slamannan today. It's not giving too much away. We know that Samuel Franklin's here. Some steam coal was produced. I felt like there's a little bit of mining around here. There's a feeling of mining. Because obviously this bit I'm walking through here, this wasn't here in 1740. But the church and the sort of town centre, village centre area, that's probably what is grown out of. The thing is, when you come to a place like this, it's good that not everywhere is the same, and some places are still a mystery. And also, it's good that it's quiet and it's not littered with tourists walking around going like that. Oh, look at that castle. Because there isn't a castle. There's no castle here that I know of. There might have been a castle at one point, but no anymore. No the day. There's no sign or telling me anything, but over that wall I get the instinct and feeling there's a bowling club. Because I've not seen one yet, and everywhere is a bowling club. If that isn't a bowling club, well, I'll be damned. It looks like a bowling club. Right, so I think that's the road I went down earlier, Avon Bridge Road. So, I mean, I've been walking around for about an hour and a half, and I feel like I've walked the entirety of Slamannan. There you go, that pub was called St. Lawrence. It's now closed, but there it is, named after St. Lawrence. You got to join dots up. They didn't spoon feed you in Slamannan information. There's no spoon feed in here. You really got to go out and get it yourself. There's the Slamannan Library. I bet they've got information. We're back at the Slamannan Community Education Centre, White Cube. Look at that building. That's like a derelict building. Possibly some sort of old church. What a beaten out Volkswagen. That's a sight. That's a sight to behold, that. There's another empty building right next to it. Empty. Empty. I reckon these could be put to use for the community, surely. There's plenty need for it. I don't know what it could be, but what could it be? Let me know in the comments. What would you have it be? If this was like The Sims and you could just pick what you wanted it to be, what would you pick it to be? it does feel like a little Highland village here without having to be all the way in the Highlands, because you're only 30 minutes into Edinburgh, 30 minutes into Glasgow. There's the famous Slamannan video worlds. Oh aye, is there a castle here? It was me just saying there's no castle here. There's a Castle Hill Road. Maybe there's an old castle site. Who knows? But it's quite high up and raised up at bits, so you can imagine it would have been a place where something's happened. It's just, I didn't ken what. Is this the woodland walk here at last? Is this where I've had to come? The edge of Slamannan. This is one of the many edges of Slamannan. Is this it? Is this the walk? Is this the woodland walk down here? Is this where I had to come all along? This looks like there's something here. I see a bench. Actually, I think this is a continuation of the same burn I was just at the other side of those there houses. Right, how do I get onto this wee path down here? I have to go through the long grass. I see a tree swing. I see a tree swing. Look at this, spoilt for choice. There's a wee one there. It's got a mini seat for the little butted people. I've got a bit of a big butt, so I'll go for the fat tyre. And look at this guy. I'm not even going to try this guy, but to the keen observer, you'll see, look, that's a weight. That's a 1.25 kilogram weight. You know, if it wasn't for the tree being in the way, this tree here, it'd be a good tree swing. I like the seat. The seat's good. It works. It's comfy too, but you know, maybe these tree swings are for people under 3 foot. Now this is the perfect way to end my day in Slamannan. It's going to be getting dark in about half an hour's time. It's like as I keep walking along here, there's like remnants of tree swings all along these massive trees. There's 2 over there. They've no survived. But I doff my cap to the attempt, because I'm impressed with the use of nature. I've walked around all day and here we are. There's this old glorious place in front of me. There's a fence here, which must tell that it's either private land or farm fields. And right through there is a building. It's maybe not a castle, but I thought it was a castle. My imagination was running wild. I think it's just the big house. It's the Slamannan big house in there. Okay, that's me. I'm going to call it a day. I'm getting a little bit cold now and the sun is on its way down and out. Slamannan, what an interesting day I've had. I'm still full of questions. There's loads I have to ask and research about this place. So if you're from here or you know something about the area, let me know in the comments below. That would be sweet. If you've watched the video, give it a thumbs up. Tick the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm away for a warm cup of tea now, and I might try and do some more research on Slamannan because I am curious. I want to know more about the area. I feel like there's mystery here. Something's happened and I've not picked up on it today, or there's something I've missed. So aye, thanks for having me anyway, Slamannan. I'll be back, I'm sure of it. Peace.
Well, it was a lovely to see you. It's the end of the show. Ring on tomorrow. Where shall we go? where shall we go? Say goodnight to the Gingerman. One last ice cream for the bearded man. Pistachio